So we got Young Jock and his girl. I don't watch Love and Hip Hop. I don't know who his girl is, man. But I seen this and I was like, this is a teachable moment. So we got to watch this. Even though it's celebrity stuff, man. Listen, it's still real. It's still real. So let's watch it.
Let's be honest.
So
okay.
What are you saying? What is that saying about me? I'm your husband.
Well,
and you basically saying you wouldn't want my sons to be like me.
I would not want them to have as many children.
Okay.
And I would not want them to have all of these different situations. That's not something I would want for them.
I don't necessarily want that for them either.
Okay.
But
I want them to
sum me up just in the fact because I got kids. Because let me tell you something.
It's not just because you have children.
I'm gonna say it like this.
It's not just because you have children.
I'm gonna say it.
That's not what I was saying.
Put it on the table. Come down, show.
That's not what I was saying.
Because
it's
I
not
take
because
offense
you
to
have.
that.
It's not. Well, I'm sure you would.
I take
but if
offense
you
to
listen to it from a logical standpoint, it's not the fact that you have children.
It's you say that
the children are not the issue.
That. Don't just make it seem like I'm a bad person. Don't make some fucked up individual. What you're not gonna do is do that.
I didn't say that.
Well, that's how you put it. You said you wouldn't want my son to be like me.
I wouldn't want them to do some of the things that you have done.
Oh, and I wouldn't want my daughters to do some of the things you've done. We're human.
So now that we're here, we have context. She basically said she don't want the kids to be like him, and she clarified and said, I don't want the kids to do some of the stuff that you did. So that's where we're at with this. So that's what they are arguing about, and that's what he's about to go on about. Now, the thing that I find funny is that she, as a woman, is telling him to be logical. Ooh, it's a great thing it wasn't me, because I would have said, okay, well, let's break down the logic. I'm going to let you go. Break down the logic for me. I would have put her in the hot seat, but we going to watch this.
That's what I'm trying to say.
You would want them to do majority of the things that I've done.
Listen, what I'm saying is, when you talk about me, don't sum me up. Facts, right? Don't sum me up on the worst side of me or what you consider the worst side of me. Because ain't nobody fucking perfect. So don't do that. That's what we're not going to do. Because as a man, guess what? I got to stand on mine too.
Yeah, you do.
Because guess what? Let me tell you something. I didn't go to college.
I want you to notice, and I do this with man-to-man stuff as well. When dudes argue, I got videos like this. But I want you to notice that as she is giving the floor to him, she has conceded a little bit to let him get his point across. And as he is doing it, she is ad-libbing. She is still talking. She already know what she about to say before he even finished. She already know where she about to take it or where she about to go. I haven't watched this, but let's continue.
College. Guess what? Fine. I want my kids to go to college. So we can say that right now. I don't want them to go that direction. I want them to go to college. I can say that with you too. Right. But don't sit here in front of the world, in front of a medium, and say, oh, I wouldn't want my son or your sons to be like you. Hold on. No, we got you gonna put some respect on my name. Because at the end of the day, I'm successful. I take care of my kids. Okay. Ain't none of my kids out here in dire need of love and support. Okay. So we ain't gonna do that. Okay? Because I don't appreciate that. Because there's some things about you that I could say I wouldn't want my daughters to do.
Go ahead.
I'm not going to do that. I respect you and I love you enough.
I want this magazine to know
no. I respect
it is about
integrity.
Me. You don't want your daughters
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that.
And listen, we're going to talk about that at the end. But that's where this whole thing stems from. It stems from respect, especially when it comes to, his kids and pretty much saying that he's not a good role model for his kids. And one of the issues is that when he mentions you wouldn't want me to do X, Y, Z, she misses the whole point and says, no, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and disrespect me in front of these people. That's not what this is about. What you are failing to realize is that he demands and needs his respect. And that he is respectful, so he wouldn't disrespect you. That is what you are failing to logically realize.
Be my guest.
I'm not
going to be slighted, honey.
I'm not going to do that. That's where we have to draw the line.
Okay.
Because I don't care because the camera in front of me or somebody asking me questions. I'm not going to reveal my everything that go on with me. Just like right now, you ain't going to sit here in front of these people and tell what your credit score is. You ain't going to sit here and tell them your social security number. You ain't going to sit here and tell them what's in your bank account either.
I won't.
Okay, so some things are better left fucking unsaid and in the private, and that's what I'm going to do. So when you addressing me, don't ever make it seem like I'm the worst of the worst. Because I'm not.
Okay.
Because I came through and changed your life. And it wasn't about me having no money. It was about the integrity. It was about my integrity. It was about me standing up for you. It was about me helping you open your eyes to see things that no other man has gotten you to do. So when you talk about me and address me, please be mindful of that, because I love you for who you are, good and bad.
You know I love you for who you are.
But I would never say to the world that I wouldn't want my daughters to be like you, because then it makes me question, why are you with me?
I'm not with you for the bad things. I'm not with you for having outside children.
But just don't ever say that again, please.
Okay, well, you asked me.
You got it in this interview. Don't let me hear you say that again.
Okay.
Ever, please. Thank you.
She said at the end that he was asking, and she telling him, he wasn't asking nothing. He was telling you. He was telling you what was wrong, and she wasn't trying to hear it. She wasn't trying to hear it. She was so fixated on, well, you could say this about me. You could do this about me. I don't care, because I could take it and you go ahead. You were missing the point. He wouldn't do that to you because he loves you. And on top of that, we know how women work. They don't understand man to some degree. And they love to test man and different things like that. But when it comes to us, we value respect. And love to us, a big chunk of it is respect. So the respect has to be there. And this right here is what you call a check-in. Because when this happens, especially with you present, if you let this behavior just go unchecked, unresolved, it just happens and you just let it slide and you don't say nothing, then it becomes a slippery slope. It could get bigger than just this. The respect has to be there. And what we are seeing with a lot of women when we talk about these Michelle Obama, what's her name, Jada Pinkett type, black women and stuff like that. And even, I'm sure there's even some white celebrity women out there who disrespecting their man and stuff. I guarantee it. But when you see this stuff, what it is, these chicks will have a man of status. They will have a man of wealth. They will have a man that is, quite frankly, better than them. Yet they still can't find it in themselves to at least publicly respect them. As a matter of fact, I got a video with a bunch of white chicks at the table from The View disrespecting their husbands and stuff. One of them is Hispanic. They disrespecting their husbands. They talking about all men is stupid. Da, 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 da. So that is something that is just very common within this American dating climate or this American relationship climate right now. And you would think, because Young Jock, when you really look at it, he's had for him to still be relevant as a celebrity today, and his last hit was 18 years ago, or his biggest hit was 18 years ago. He's really a hustler. You got to give it to him. He is really a hustler. But that's just status, and that's outside of the household. He's also a father. He's also a husband. I'm pretty sure. I'm not about to Google that, but I'm pretty sure he's a husband. But listen, you would think with a lot of these women that it is just pulling teeth to respect a man. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. And I could get real deep, but I'm not. I'm going to just say this. It comes from a combination of things that I constantly talk about on this channel. And we'll just go down the list. Feminism, the economy, and contraception, which contraception is what amplified whole culture. We'll just make whole culture the fourth one. With that combination, what a lot of women think is that men are disposable, men are expendable, and that men are not really here to be respected or truly loved unless they have something to offer. And even when they have something to offer, you still don't necessarily have to love or respect them. That's just what it is, man. Like I said, I'm not going to get deep about that. But the one thing I will say is, again, I don't, and this is real talk. This is real talk as a man. This is me talking to you as a man. If anybody disrespects you, I'm talking about your employer. I'm talking about a guy on the street. I'm talking about your male friend. I'm talking about your female acquaintance. And I'm most importantly talking about the girl that you are with. I'll even give you another one, the girl that you hollering at. if they disrespect you, if any of these people disrespect you, one or two things needs to happen. Either A, if you plan on continuing to have relations with this person, you demand respect. You check it right there. You check it right there. And even if you can't check it right there, even if you were too emotional, you just hold it together and you come back at a time when you were calm to where you're not going to explode on the person. So that's the first thing. It has to be checked to some degree in some way, shape, or form. The other option, you don't have to check it. You don't have to communicate. You don't have to do anything. Keep this person out of your life. Cut all ties, separate from them, don't communicate with them. That's it. Now, I'm going to get a little deep, and I feel like I got to get a little deep just because I said that. I got to give an explanation. We're talking about one-on-one situations and stuff like that. When it's group dynamics, it's a little different. Because if you let that slide in front of a group, then the group is going to think that it's okay to disrespect you. So that's a whole different thing. That's good game right there that you should take and put in your back pocket if you didn't have it already. But that's it, man. Let me know your thoughts. I'm gone.